there friends, Debbie here with Debbie Gets Crafty, and I thought we would work on our special off the canvas product that I got from New Craft Day. It's a beautiful wooden Santa holding a gift that he got, and it's of a snow globe of a nativity scene. And it fits on this little wooden stand once it's complete. So let's go ahead and get started. And we'll go ahead and peel back. Here we go. We'll peel this back. Whoop. And actually we'll work on his suit, which is the number 1. And I'm going to bring it in. There we go. So we'll work on his suit, which is the number 1. And I'm just using what came with the kit. The drills, as well as the pink pen, the plate of wax, and the green boat. That's all you really need to work on this project. So we're going to go ahead and get this wax open. We'll take a little, that's all loaded up into the pen. Sorry about the focus, there we go. And we'll start with number 1, which is that juicy red color. And friends, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. I am doing great because I get to work on this wonderful project with you for a little while. And so let's get started. And I'm just going to start anywhere where I see a 1, and we'll start here. There we go. And I hope you all are doing well today. I just recently got this product from New Craft Day. I had it in a PR package. Again, thank you New Craft Day for allowing me to show these products here on my channel. And I just thought this was so cute. And I've never done an off the canvas piece like this before on wood. And I have to tell you, the stick is great. The stick is very nice. The drills are gorgeous. There we go. I'm kind of working at a disadvantage, as I usually do when I'm filming a whip and chat. I try to give you all the best angle, but by doing that, I'm setting this flat on my desk, and it doesn't really give me much of an angle to see exactly where I'm placing the drills, but I guess they're going okay. I'm looking at the camera every so often to see. Yeah, we got one that's a little, there we go, back in shape. My projects that I'll be working on, it is currently October 26th. So all of my projects that I'll be working on from now until January 1st will all be holiday themed, mainly Christmas themed. That is my favorite holiday of the year. I just celebrated a birthday recently, and my twin sister Judy, she has All Fired Up Crafting Lounge on YouTube, and she and I, every year, starting on our birthday, it's when we start listening to Christmas music. And this year I told her I wanted to start working on Christmas projects on our birthday, and I did. I completed a Nutcracker partial that I actually got in another PR package from GBFKE, and I'll be showing a completion video of that and my thoughts on that, plus the pen that I used for that project was a pen that I got in that PR package as well. But we're talking about New Craft Day today and working on this project that I got from them. And so far I am really liking this. The drills are going in very nicely. The wax is a nice darker pink wax, which is always good. The darker the wax, the better it is, in my opinion, and that seems to be a running consensus. I'll pretty much use any of the wax that comes with them. but it does seem that the darker pink wax works really well. I don't have to load my pen up as much. These drills were nice and clean. Very sparkly. This red is so red and juicy, my goodness. Here we go. We'll continue on. Helps if I put a drill on the pen. But that's me, that's not anything with the product. And my friends, how is the weather where you are today? It is full-on autumn right here with the trees turning. Now, as far as the temperature goes here in Middle Tennessee, this week we have had a bit of a warm-up, bit of a heat wave, so to speak, quote-unquote heat wave. In the 80s. We've been in the 80s, and for this time of year especially, it's a bit on the unusual side. So, but starting next week, Wednesday, we may see our first frost of the year. And it may only get up to the 50s on Wednesday. Okay. There we go. The boat has, one of the ridges in the boat made it a little difficult for me to pick up that one drill, but, and I dropped that drill, okay. There we go. Let me just put a little more wax. There we are. So that's the weather where we are. The temperature this week is very warm. The temperature next week is going to be more fitting for the season, which is great. I love it. And let's go ahead and continue onward. I think we'll work down and work on his pants. Helps if I put that drill on the correct way, which it was upside down. Again, not the drill's fault, it's my fault. There we go. Working at this angle kind of throws me off a little bit. There we go. Just go ahead, shake this up a little bit more. So this is our favorite time of year for my twin sister and I. We start listening to our Christmas music. Like I said, I'm starting to work on just strictly holiday pictures. And now this off the canvas project. Judy and I will soon be working on our holiday nutcracker stickers. Oh, I picked up more than one there. There we go. So that'll be neat. You'll see that. We got those from Temu. I've done a couple of projects, stickers with Temu. And they really are nice stickers. So, but this is coming along really nice. I like the wood that they use. And I love the color of the stain that they have around the base of the wood. I think it matches beautifully to the picture itself. It gives it that, I don't know, a higher end look. A very warm, rich look. And so it is definitely a nice project. But Judy and I have always been that way about the holidays. Halloween, you're probably all saying, listen, you're skipping a Halloween. Well, to us, we've never really been too much into Halloween. Not even when we were growing up. So Christmas has always been our jam. We have so many Christmas traditions growing up and so many wonderful Christmas memories. This is really coming along nicely. I really like the way these drills are being placed on here. It's really looking good. And I may just make this whip and chat, film it to its completion, because it's really not that big of a project. So if you're in, I'm in. Oh, there we go. Okay. Continuing on. Let me just go ahead and there we go. I had to clean off a little extra of the wax that had been pushed out of the pen. Have you ever worked on any special off the canvas projects? I've worked on a notebook, I've worked on stickers, and I don't know if there's any other project that I've worked on that's off the canvas. This is my first wood project that I've worked on off the canvas. Here we go. So I'll go ahead and give this a little shimmy shake here. There we go. We'll continue onward. This red is so rich and warm and just juicy red. It really, really stands out nicely on his suit. I'm looking on the camera right now and it really looks pretty. It's going to be a pretty little figurine. And you know, my husband and I, we have our dog Spoto, which if you're a regular viewer of my channel, you know we have our little American Pit Bull Terrier Spoto, who's just about 10 months old. He'll be 10 months old on November 1st. And because we have him and he's still so little, oh, that's a little stray drill. Hello there. Hang on. There we go. He's still so little and inquisitive. He gets into everything that he can. We've decided not to put a Christmas tree up this year. And I explained in one of my previous videos, several of them actually, why, you know, how we want to decorate our living room. And we're just going to go light this year with the decorations. We're not going to have anything that, you know, he could possibly get into and get into trouble, because we want to set him up for success, not failure. So by not having a tree this year, you know, it'll give him another year to get a little older, a little more mature. And we're okay with that. I've been having some mobility issues lately, so, you know, helping my husband get the Christmas tree out and put it up and decorate it, it was going to be a little bit more of a challenge this year for us. So we were actually looking forward to the break. But that being said, we are still going to decorate. We have this big, beautiful entertainment center that we will be decorating. And we have these beautiful artificial poinsettia plants. And we'll have those sitting on the top of the entertainment center. And we also collect nutcrackers. And we have a very large collection of them, at least large in our view. And we will be displaying those nutcrackers on the entertainment center. And I also have a beautiful nativity scene that my mother-in-law gave me. She passed away, but she gave this nativity set to me. And so that's a set that goes up every year without fail. So that will be going up on the entertainment center as well. And we're going to have lights on the entertainment center, lighting up the nutcrackers and around the entertainment center. It's going to really be cute. Just something fun. But, you know, easy for us and it's not going to tempt Spoto. Like I said, we want to set him up for success this year, not failure. And we want to make it an easy holiday for all of us together. You know, we don't want to have to stress about the dog getting into trouble with the Christmas tree. And we love our Christmas tree, so we don't want to see it get ruined. Even if it's, you know, on accident with a little puppy who doesn't know any better, who's just inquisitive, we still don't want to ruin our Christmas tree. And we don't want Spoto to get hurt either. So that's why we made the decision. And we're really very happy with our decision. We're really looking forward to our different way of decorating this year. Just something different. Why not? And it'll be peaceful in our house. No stress. No mess. And maybe next year, if our little man can prove that he can behave and be around things like that, then we'll consider putting it up and decorating full bore like we usually do. Oh my gosh. You walk into our living room, it looks like Santa Land exploded. Like the North Pole just at a party. But this year we're going to go a little lighter on the decorations. I do have several let's move upwards. We'll do his shirt now. I do have several diamond paintings that I'll be displaying. So that'll be fun. And that'll add a touch of holiday, touch of the season. That's why I wanted to work on mostly Christmas projects so that I can hang more of those up. We have 3 doors in our front area of our house. When you walk in, you have the main door, and then you have a little coat closet door, and then you have another door that is a second door that leads into my office here and slash craft room. And I'm going to be hanging several pictures, several diamond paintings up on those 3 doors. So that'll be neat. I have some that I worked on last year. I have some brand new ones that I have worked on. And then in my living room, on one side of my entertainment center, I will have a picture of a set of nutcrackers that I did. It was a diamond painting. It's a partial rhinestone drill. And then on the other side, I'm going to put both of the pictures that I got of the single nutcrackers. So that'll create a little vignette over in that corner of the room. And let's put a few more of the number 1 in there. There we go. It's coming along really nice. And that's how we'll decorate. We probably won't do that until around Thanksgiving, probably Thanksgiving Day. We'll start taking our nutcrackers out and getting them situated on the top of the entertainment center with our poinsettia plants. Which, we have a very large entertainment center, so we have several poinsettia plants, the artificial ones. And we have some that are red and some that are white, and it's so pretty. And we'll have the nutcrackers throughout, sitting throughout those beautiful poinsettia plants. It's really going to be nice. And every year, my husband and I add to our collection. He actually already added to our collection for this year. He got us at the Dollar Tree. They had nutcrackers. And one of them was a snowman nutcracker. And we don't have a snowman nutcracker, but we do now. So he picked that up. I have wooden nutcrackers. They're only small wooden nutcrackers. I would say about 5 or 6 inches tall. I have a set of 8, maybe 10. I forget how many shelves I have on each side of my entertainment center. But I got them from the Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh, I must have these 8 or 9 years now, these nutcrackers. And they go in the same spot, each shelf every year. I have these little nooks on each side of the entertainment center. And that's where each of these little nutcrackers goes. And that's what started our collection. Oh, I see we have a spare here. There we go. So they are the first ones to come out, the first ones to go up. It's almost like a tradition for us. Those are the first ones that go out. And then we have ones that we got from, you know, different retail stores and ordered from online, and the price points range from $1, literally $1. That's what I paid for each one of the little 6-inch ones on up. So let me just take a quick look. Oh, we have the hat. That's right. Okay. So I'll move this down a little bit. We'll do his hat. Whoops. Let's go ahead and peel this back. There we go. And, but you know, you'd never know. They're really all so pretty that you would never know that some of them were $1 and some of them were much more than $1. They just all look so beautiful together as a collection. Here we go. And we're almost done with this hat. Whoops. So, And I think that'll be it for the number 1. I'm not sure. I'm going to take a quick peek when I'm done with these last few. Helps if I put a drill on there. There we go. Okay. Let me just take a quick peek here. The old eyes, friends. Let's see. Any more number 1? No, it looks like that's it for the number 1. Okay. So we'll be done with the number 1. We'll put that back after I spill some on my table because, of course, you know, it wouldn't be a Debbie Gets Crafty video without me spilling something, misplacing something, or just all around being a hot mess. There we go. So we'll go ahead. And I got these little bags from Temu as well. They're teeny tiny little bags, but they're just big enough to do these little off the canvas projects with the rhinestones. So, all right, why don't we move on to the number 2? Might as well go in order, right? And number 2 is a pretty deep gold rhinestone. Looks more yellowish, but we do have some yellow ones that are a bit brighter. All right, so it looks like the number 2 starts here on the bottom. We'll go this way because I don't want to. There we go. You know what? I have a piece of release paper here. Hold on. There we go. I could just use a piece of release paper. There we are. Okay, so the number 2 is his boots. So we'll start with his boots. There we go. Helps if I get into the picture here. I'm going to load up my pen again. There we go. All right. And we'll start right there. Gosh, this has me thinking, just looking at his boots reminds me of the being younger. And if anybody remembers moon boots, they were big back in the 70s when Judy and I were growing up. We didn't have moon boots. We had something similar to moon boots, but they weren't, you know, they weren't considered moon boots. But oh my stars, having just the drama of getting ready just to go outside, to go to school. It was a big project. If you've ever watched A Christmas Story, let me just take one peek here. Yeah, okay. If you've ever watched that movie A Christmas Story on Christmas Eve, when the mother is getting young Randy ready for school, that's what it was like, literally. I mean, you had, you know, the snow pants, you had the stocking cap, you had the long scarf that wrapped around and wrapped around and wrapped around. You had the mittens, you had the, you know, the big cloggy boots. You had, you know, at least a couple of pairs of socks on. I mean, it was a big project. Just to get out the door in the morning. And heaven forbid you forget anything at school. If you forget a mitten at school, you were, ooh-wee. My parents were madder than a wet hen if we forgot even so much as a mitten. And then on a snow day, we'd go outside. As soon as we had our breakfast, we'd get all of our snow clothes on. Big bulky jacket, the snow pants, the, 2 or 3 pairs of socks with the boots and the hats and the scarves and the mittens and the this and the that. Like we were going out on an expedition to the North Pole or the South Pole, wherever, whichever is the coldest. And go outside, throw some snowballs, do a little tobogganing, go back in at lunchtime, have some nice tomato soup with grilled cheese for lunch. Mom would put all of our gear on top of the old radiator, let it dry out and warm up for a little while. Then we go back outside and play until dinner time. I mean, we'd freeze. Took us off. By the time we got in, we were freezing. Our little noses were cold. Cheeks were bright red from the cold and the wind. And then we go inside and have a nice warm dinner. Settle in. We had so much fun. Then when we got a little older, where we lived, we had a little pond, so we could ice skate. And we go outside and ice skate, and they had a light. We lived in an apartment complex where this pond was, and they had a light that shined on the pond. So when we lived there, we would get up in the morning, have our breakfast, and we were teenagers by that time, get all of our cute, snow clothes on, get our ice skates laced up, get out by the pond, and then ice skate until lunch, have a nice hot lunch, go back out, ice skate till dinner, have a nice hot dinner, and then we go out until it was dark. We had a light, so we got to ice skate at night. And the pond wasn't very deep, so I mean, but it was enough for us to skate around and have some fun. So much fun. Sometimes a friend would bring out their boom box and we'd have music, and it was just a bunch of us. Of course, we had boys there that wanted to play hockey on the ice, and then we had the girls who wanted to figure skate on the ice. So it was always a constant battle. But the pond was big enough. They had their own little spot that the boys could do a little hockey, and we had our own little spot where we could do our little figure skating. It was a lot of fun. Just thinking about skating right now. Ooh, I can feel my ankles giving away. But it was so much fun. And then right beyond the pond in our apartment complex was built next to some farmland. And in this one field, there was a bit of an incline, bit of a hill. Well, that was perfect for tobogganing. So we would grab our toboggans and we'd go out to that hill, and we would be out there all day long. Judy had her picture taken for the local newspaper. It was a snow day, and we were all outside, all of us friends from the apartment complex, tobogganing, having the time of our lives, and all of a sudden, this person came up and said, "We're so-and-so from the local newspaper. What's your name?" And her picture and her name was in the newspaper the next day. It was really cute. Oh, there we go. With her big fluffy hat. That was so much fun. Luckily, nobody ever broke a bone, never really had any serious injuries the whole time we were there and doing that, so we were lucky. Nobody was really careless. And nobody minded that we were there on that hill, in that field. There we go. Let's take a look around, see where else we might have some number 2. Let's see here. I'm just going to lift this up, friends, so I can take a look at these old eyes. Take this away. No. No. It looks like we're done with the number 2. All right, so we'll go ahead. And friends, as you can tell, we have quite a bit left over. So they really gave us a nice amount of drills for this project. All right. All right, friends, sorry about that. Had to do a quick battery change, but we are good to go now. So we'll go ahead and work on this for a little while longer. We'll go to the number 3. Since we're just doing this in order, we might as well, right? And there we go. There. And so we'll work on the Christmas tree, because that's where the number 3 is located. And I'll bring you back in. There we go. Just give this a little bit more of a shake. There we are. Much better. Okay. So yeah, that's what we used to do growing up. It was a lot of fun, a lot of great memories. Tell me, what were some of your favorite memories of the winter time, holiday time? I'd love to know. I think once we get this Christmas tree done, what I'm going to do after this is stop this video. This will be a part 1 video, and then we'll do a part 2 video to finish the project. And then I'll give you my post-project review. I mean, so far everything is going smoothly. It's really a nice little project to work on. But I don't want to make it too long. And I will post this second portion tomorrow. So this way we'll have that as well. Because we're coming up to about an hour, I think. Or darn near close to it. So we'll finish the number 3, and then we'll work on the rest of it tomorrow. And then I'll do my post-project review of this particular off-the-canvas project. Like I said, so far, so good. Let me just put a little bit more. Whoops. Oh, friends. Put a little bit more on our. Just bring this down a little bit more. There we go. Give that a little bit more of a shake. I remember back when Judy and I were really little, we used to go caroling with the local church. That was so much fun. And we went around the block. We didn't go very far, we went around the block. You don't see very much of folks caroling anymore, which is sad. It used to be so fun. Then we would all go back to the fellowship hall and enjoy hot cocoa and cookies and candy. It was just a lot of fun. And it wasn't like we sounded like the Mormon Tabernacle Choir either. I mean, we were just a bunch of kids and older folks who just wanted to sing some carols, and it was just, you know, a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. And around the block that we used to go caroling, there were several older folks, and they'd come out and open their door, and they just loved it. They were so appreciative of it. My sister and I, every year, we used to make the chains out of construction paper. You'd cut the strips out, and then you'd glue the strips in a chain form. And we used to decorate our bedroom with the chain of construction paper. That always used to be fun. And we'd make little things to hang off the chain, little ornaments out of construction paper. We didn't have our own Christmas tree in our room, but we used to have a lot of fun decorating our room up, though, being creative. You give us some glue, some scissors, some construction paper, crayons, and a nice snowy afternoon, and we would transform our room into a Christmas wonderland. We had a little record player. We used to play we had the Chipmunks Christmas record. We would play that thing. I'm sure my parents were just sick and tired of hearing the Chipmunks with the same songs. But we'd sit there and we'd play that. Then they had records that they used to have, and they gave them to us with Bing Crosby and, you know, Danny Kaye and just all the favorites, Julie Andrews, and we would play those as well. And just sit there and do our little crafting. That was our entertainment, especially during the holidays. All right. Friends, we're just about done with this portion. Did really well. Let me just double check, make sure there's no other threes. I don't think there is. No, we're good on the threes. So that is going to be that for this portion of our special project from New Craft Day. And then tomorrow we will finish up with part 2. We don't have very much more to go, just around this base area. Let me just pull this out so you can see the whole thing. There we go. So we'll work on the base area, the gift, his chair, the rest of his suit, and then the decorations on the tree. And there we go. So this is part 1. And I want to thank you all for stopping by. Please do all those YouTube-y things that you do so well. Like, comment, subscribe. Please take care of yourselves. Watch out for your friends, family, neighbors. Please be that voice for all the animals as they don't have one. And until I see you again, for the final installment of our special Off the Canvas project. God bless. Take care. Goodbye now.